The Savannah region is the second to be created out from the northern region and among the 6 newly created regions. The creation of the 6 is the first time in the history of Ghana regions have been created constitutionally through a referendum held in December 2018. The referendum witnessed a massive yes in support of the creation, a manifesto promise of the 2 main political parties, the New Patriotic Party (NPP) and the National Democratic Congress, the NDC. The call and need for the creation of these regions has been on the drawing board for over 4 decades, becoming a reality on the 12th February 2019.
Damongo has been chosen as the capital of the Savannah region. I want to assure residents of the region, however, the government projects and structures will be equitably spread across the region. I have no doubt that the future of the Savannah region is bright and that it will touch the lives of every resident and help build the great nation of Ghana that we all desire.
The Savannah region is a cosmopolitan one made up of the Mara, Savalba, Vagla, Hanga, Tamplima, Moles and Lobis, known as Brefos, with the Gonjas in the majority. The towns of Bole, Sola Tuna Calabar, North Gonja, West Gonja, East and Central Gonja make up the administrative districts of the Savannah region. Dumong in West Gonja is the regional capital of the new Savannah region. Traditionally, the Gonjas are called Ngbanye. The name Gonja is a combination of 2 Hausa words, Goro, which is cola, and Ja, red, making it red cola. History has it that when Hausa traders went to Salaga in East Gonja to buy the red cola, they would say they were going to buy Goroja. Over time, it became Gonja and has since remained Gonja. Dumont, on the other hand, linguistically in Gonja translates as Dumao, meaning caught with cold, a name they got when the founder of the Gonja state, Ndewura Jakpa, conquered the area. It is said that during the Ndewura Jakpa conquest, upon entering the area, what caught his attention was a dam, and it was cold around the area, leading to him describing the area as Dumao, caught with cold. The inability of the British to pronounce or say Dumont changed it to Damongo as we have it today. Dumont, the regional capital of the Savannah region, is also the seat of the overlord of the Gonja state, the Yogbonwura, with Yogbonwura Tuntumba Borisaj as the current occupant of the Jakpa Palace. Ascending to the skin in Gonja is through 5 gates. An occupant must be or have been a paramount chief from the 5 gates of Bole, Bembi, Daboya, Kuso, or Tuluo. The Savannah region covers a land space of 37,582 kilometers square, constituting 53.45% of land in northern Ghana. The population of the region is estimated at over 800,000 by 2020, with 20 persons per square kilometer, making it the biggest region in Ghana now.
I used to be one of the advocates for the region to be divided into about 3, and thank God it has happened. I have not seen a northern regional minister who has been able to cover the whole region, because it was the largest in this country.
The Savannah region, often called Gonjaland, has produced a number of illustrious sons and daughters. Popular among them are Alhaji Boniface Abubakar Sadiq and a one-time football administrator, Leprowura M.N.D. Jawula, and the 4th president of the 4th Republic in the person of John Dramani Mahama, and now in active service in the U.S. is
the best cardiologist in 2019 is from the Savannah region.
The region has a high Muslim population and it is home to a number of tourist attractions. Dumont in the West Gonja district has the Moli National Park, the Larbanga Mystic Stone, and the oldest mosque in Ghana and the sub-region, among others.
Getting a new region calls or demands that we have to develop the tourism potentials of this particular park that we're talking about. Apart from the Moli National Park, you have waterfalls in the North Gonja, you have the slave markets, the slave wells in Salaga. So as for this, the Savannah region, if we improve on our quest for development in the tourism sector, I think we'll be making a lot of revenue from it, especially ecotourism. Being a regional capital, a lot of things are going to change. Our attitude towards people, our way of doing things is basically going to be changed. Because if you're a regional capital, you have to lead a life that is worth emulating. And so we've embarked on an education to tell people that there are new people who are coming into the district in particular, particularly regional capital. So you have to be accommodative. You have to understand that people are coming here with various different cultures, background. And so we are thinking that all those things we need to let our people know how to be accommodative, how to accept the new people so that everything will be easy for them to come here and deliver their mandate as officers of the new region.
Salaga in East Gonja, known as the town of 1,000 wells, once had the biggest slave trade market in West Africa. The market was held under a baobab tree in the town center. This market is a potential tourist site that can change the fortunes of the town when properly harnessed.
The slaves come from Salaga. They are transported to Accra or through Asim Manso to Cape Coast. Asim Manso is a point where we call the point of no return. Whoever was tracing his route should have gone to Salaga and not thinking of Ashford or Cape Coast, because these places were transport yards. You see how it is. But today, anybody coming from Europe, America, who want to identify, or people want to say, look, these are the places that you were taken from. No slave was taken from Cape Coast or Accra. Slaves came from Upper East, Upper West, Burkina Faso. They all came to Salaga to trade. And so Salaga was the conduit. In Gunja, he said, Kaduna Salaga. It means the town has expanded in Gunja. And that's how come Salaga became Salaga. It's Salaha, Kasalaga. The slaves that were being brought, those going to Europe, when they are brought from Salaga, their checkpoint, their last stop is Ashford. And then they are placed at a camp. And the camp, when they come to ask, where are the slaves from Salaga? That's how they count their slaves. And from there to the ship, Ashford, and then they go to Europe. There's no town in this country that has more wells, dug wells, than Salaga. And some of these wells too were used as bunkers. You have one well that covers more than 20 wells. And you can move under one well and cover all the 10 wells. They were used as bunkers because the slave masters used to attack each other and take their slaves away from their colleagues. So if they hear of an attack, you send all the slaves under the well and send them to various wells to hide. Oh yes. As I speak today, in some people's rooms, find wells. My hall, there was a well I built, and it was in the middle of my hall. When you're not using the water, it served more or less like an air conditioner. Because all the time, the whole place, the whole house was cool. And these were some of the things that were used more or less as security. Because if there's any person pursuing you, you know Salaga very well. You can be running at the fastest pace that you can, but you know where the wells are. But the pursuer, who doesn't know, is likely to fall in the well. Because you find grass covering it, There's a well there.
Bupe in central Gonja is the meeting point of the white and black Volta, where the Volta Lake Transport Company operates a shuttle which links the north and south of the country. The once vibrant market center of Bupe has the largest cattle market. Central Gonja is also home to the Savannah Cement Factory. Agriculturally, the region produces cash crops such as maize, yam, cassava, and soya nuts, and grows the best rosewood trees in the country. Unfortunately, the harvesting of rosewood is affecting the ecology of the region.
The deforestation we have in our district is a trouble for us, and that applies to almost all the districts we have in the Savannah region. It is not going to help us. But first and foremost, what I ask the assemblyman to do is that we need to do what we call afforestation, by way of planting trees that are cut down so that our future children will not come to worry us.
Educationally, the regional capital of the Savannah, Dumont, has 41 public and private primary schools, 28 public and 1 private junior high school. Of the 3 senior high schools, 1 is a Catholic girls' school. At the tertiary level, Dumont has a nursing training college and agricultural training college. Dumont also has 4 unregistered or unofficial kindergartens. Culturally, Damba is the main and popular festival of the people of the region. The Boya is home to the Gonja smoke and used to be an important center for rock salt. The rock is formed due to the drying of the lakes, resulting in the crystallization or evaporation of the sedimentary rocks. Rock salt, an important commodity, was more valuable than gold during the era of the trans-Saharan trade. The new region has taken off smoothly.
For the Regional Coordinating Council offices, we actually earmarked a 2-story building which was occupied by subvented agencies and departments within the district. And so we have earmarked certain places where they will occupy, relocate, and also make sure that the place is well renovated for the smooth takeoff of the Regional Coordinating Council. So as I speak, that building is only going to be used for 6 months, but then all the new buildings for the Regional Coordinating Council would have taken off. Apart from the main Coordinating Council, we also have other security agencies like the Ghana Police Service, the Ghana Armed Forces, the Ghana Fire Service, and many others coming to look for temporal office accommodation and temporal accommodation for the regional heads, which we have actually given some bungalows to be renovated by those agencies and departments. So for now, what we are really going to do is to allocate lands, parcels of land for each of these organizations and departments to put up their offices.
The first regional minister of the Savannah region is Salifu Adam Brima.
First of all, I want to see that our commercial farming takes place. We have the greatest potential. If you see the vast land we have, the potential so great, surrounded with rivers that we can get the investors to come and develop for us. Then I have in my plan to see with the private sector develop inland port at Mankango, then Deber. But the inland port at Mankango cannot take off because of the bad nature of the road. So we've got an investor who is ready to start with the Deber one. Then the recent discovery of oil in commercial quantities by GNPC around the Equatorial Basin. That's what we also expect. From there, we'll get a lot of investors coming in. But the greatest thing I want to see is the green agricultural revolution, when we were able to get people to do commercial farming, that will open up and give our youth, teeming youth, with the unemployment problem, then we can solve it. Then the basic thing we are facing right now is housing. If people will come in with invest in the real estate, that is what can open up the place for all of us. The first critical thing we want to see is to open up the Bunjai road up to Fufuso. They makes it shorter. Then the next one is maybe to look at the Busunu Daboye road. Then also the Mankargo road. Now you want to get to Daboya, you have to go through Walwale, cut through overseas, then come down to Daboya. If the road is open up, they will see how green agricultural revolution can take place, because there's vast land with great potentials there. So, in short, those are the basic things. If Savannah will tackle, it will push it very, very far.
How can natives join government to accelerate the development of the region?
I want to bring on board modern farming. When I say modern farming, I want us to move away from the traditional way of farming, of using hoes and cutlasses, so that we do a little bit of mechanization and introduce some technology into farming. So what I'll bring on board is, I've observed that most of our farmers, they do a lot of farming, but because of lack of technology, they don't make any money out of it. They are still very poor. So what do? I have intentions of bringing privatized what we call farm service centers, and in every center we will have to encourage people to get tractors to plow for them. You get credit facility for them, you support them with seeds, inputs like fertilizer, and at the end of the day you create a market for them. And I believe this will encourage the youth to go into farming. So we are saying that make farming with, excuse me the word, sexy, for the youth to be interested. When we say sexy, not in the normal language, but make it cool. The youth wants to still wear suits and go to farm. So you can introduce modern way of farming. We have what we call the greenhouses. You can dress as you are going to the office and still go and do your greenhouses. It is only agriculture that can propel or move this economy of this country.
There's a line that lies all the way from Busunu up to Bope. And part of it currently, the Savannah cement is occupying it. I think that it's an exposure for other investors to come down and see what we can do here.
Bole district, you have a lot of Galamsey sites there, of which you have even this gold fields and many other companies that are mining gold in the Bole Bamboy area. And so it is it's just gold is in abundance here. We are only inviting prospective investors in gold who are coming to do the right, not on Galamsey, but to do what is right, to extract the minerals that we have here.
The major challenge of the Savannah region is a lack of potable water.
This is where the major challenge that we are going to face, as you're going to have an influx of people coming in either for businesses or for government postings and transfers. And I think that is the only challenge that I see the people who are going to be transferred or posted here are going to be facing. But we are looking at so many ways in which we can ease it a bit. That is by way of providing tanker services to the various heads of departments in their offices and in their homes.
Apart from the 7 administrative towns, names such as Mandari, Malwe, Busno, Yape, just to mention but a few, are some of the well-known towns in the Savannah region. The Savannah region abounds in natural resources that can be tapped for development. The Savannah region has a lot in stock for the business community. A closer look and research will reveal more than what has been mentioned. Doors to the Savannah region are widely open to the business community. With calculated and proper attention, the Savannah region can take up its former glory as one of the leading areas of the country's food basket.